Hi, this is Dave Gimberline. On February 15th for the University of Minnesota Shotokan Karate Club, we have quite a few people online on Zoom. We have a nice selection here in class, so please train along. Thank you. Line up. Right. Right. You. Yep. Ooh. Hey, second here on the floor. Pick up 1 foot. Go on the toes. Switch. Back. Other foot. Other way. Feet together on your knees. Other way. Feet apart. On your hips. Other way. Use your legs. Pump your arms around. Switch. Cross. Twist, look behind you, take nice deep breath. And pick up your heels. And we're going to train a little bit as we warm up. So feet apart, left arm out, right arm to the side. Stands very straight and tall. Imagine the energy coming forward from your center, punching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, the arms. Switch. Oh, let's do this. Imagine the energy coming from your center towards the target. You initiate with your body. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. And all 3 times initiate from your body. Do not go 1, 2, 3. And then punch later. Try to punch to start the action. Left hand out, right hand to your side. 1, 2, 3. Back. 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 1, 2, 3. Hey. A little bit. Let's try squatting. Straighten your legs. Squat. Straighten. Squat. Straighten. Squat. Straighten. And squat. Feet out behind you, an arch. Pull your feet in. And stand up. Squeeze one knee with your chest. Switch. 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 And switch. Left hand out again. Let's see. If your left hand is out, I want you to keep your right leg. Your body center goes forward to snap, and then just there we are. So we're going to go 1, 2, and stay here in second position. Nice, straight, tall body. Left arm out. Kick your right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I don't want you to do is think, okay, I have to kick. I'm going to switch my weight over here and then kick and then punch. As much as you can, avoid shifting and kicking. You're going forward, 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 and then you go. Forward, forward, forward. There's not a shift and then a go. I feel like I want to shift my weight. I can feel that up, and then don't let yourself do it. Both sides scoop and guides towards the center. Please also wrap your drawing arm in as you punch, or as you kick. Left arm out. Kick, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're very close. 7, 8. So switch and then you go. 9, 10. Get up. Forward, forward, forward. 1. There you go. 2. Uh-oh. Can you tell when to switch? 3. Get straighter. Forward from your center. 4. Don't hesitate, let go. Just forward. 1. There you go. 2. Okay. 3. Good. 4. 5. Hey up. Keep it up. Stretching down and forward. Back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Control over one shoulder. Switch. Side. Switch. Straighten one leg. Switch. 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 Switch and drop down. Switch. 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 Stay on the side. Rotate all the way over. Stretch the outside of the thigh. Back. Over. Back. Over. Back. Over. And back. Switch. Move the other side. Over. Back. Over. Back. Over. Back. Over. And back. Pull your feet in. Straighten your legs and sit down. Roll up. Run through your hip. Switch. Side to side. Reach around behind. Grab an ankle. Switch. 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 Turn, straighten it more. off. Kyu X. Left arm out right over your side. Again, pressure forward, pressure center. Punching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, for a second. Get up the legs. Same deal that we just did, front kicking and then punching. From Kibarachi, it's more difficult, but still try to feel like your energy goes forward, 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 go. Quit, stand up, kick, go. It's a big gap, keep trying to make it smaller, smaller, smaller. Here we go. Left arm out, kick to your right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get on the punch. I found that exhausting. You do two switch places and back up a bit and in a little bit. That's better. Feet together. Now, second position. Left arm, left leg forward. Get it back. 8. Step forward, triple punch. One head, two stomach. Let's make it 2 counts. So step and punch head. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Stepping backwards. Rising block counter punch. Twist your hip, rising block. 1, pull down on your back foot. This counter punch. 2. Now you gotta switch as you go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Moving forward. Outside block elbow strike, back to strike. 1 count each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sinking your legs just a little bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Moving backwards. Inside block on punch, 2 counts again. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. High up for a moment. Get your breath. When you start, everybody seems to be taking a little bit of a break right here. Okay, block. Make this bounce off here. 1, boom, boom. 2, boom. 1, boom. 2. So somebody might be answering a question. That might be what that ding is. Is somebody trying to talk? Neil is. Oh, no, totally different person. All right, sorry. Can you guys see us okay? Okay. Try the same thing, forwards and backwards. Counter punch out, left leg forward. Your arm is going to bounce off your center and then block. 1, I'm sorry, moving forward. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep your torso up and your shoulders down when your arm comes. 1, 2. Backwards. 1, up, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Moving forward. Knife hand block in a back stance. Front kick, spear hand strike, counter punch. Strike 3 counts. So the coil here is the same, except it goes up instead of under. But it still goes up, down. There's no, weight. Your arm doesn't go out and then come up. Just here, you go up, down, come. Then 2, tip your hip, hold, 3, drop, and spear hand strike. That's why it's 3 counts right now. Moving forward. 1, 2, hold, 3. 1, 2, 3. Down. Bend your knee. Drop this arm in. 1. Back, good, back, push it out. 2, hold, 3. 1. That's nice. 2, 3. Same thing moving backwards. So that one time you hit a beautiful back stance, the one I pointed out, and then you wrecked it when you tried to kick. So this is a really weird one, but when you get a good back stance, stay there, tip it, and then go. If this leg has any pressure in it at all, this will be relatively easy. If you wreck it though, then you're teeter-tottering again. Backwards, knife hand block. 1, 2, hold, 3. Relax your shoulders. 1, good. 2, 3. Spear on sooner. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So almost everybody at home and here has this problem. You're hitting a darn good position here, everything is good, and you're kicking recoil. Again, depends on who you are, but most of them pretty good. And then I say 3, 1, 2. Almost everybody does that. You made this base right here so you can move. 3, wow! Drive it so that it goes by the time your foot hits, it's done. So speed that part up. Continue backwards a step or 2. Ready? 1. Good recoil. 2. 8. 1, 2, 3. Moving forward, same count. 1, three. Too late still. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's darn close. You're getting there. Take this. 1. Lower it down. This one especially. 2, 3. Nice. Not up though. Move it down. 1, 2, 3. This is looking so much better. Backwards 1 count. 1, lock, hit, go. 2, 3. The eye on the spear and strike. Continue backwards. 8. 5. We need a water break. Water break, like 2 minutes. All right, here we go, everybody. Kicking. Feet grab out. Left leg forward, fighting position. Front snap kicks. Front leg, back leg. We'll just do it moving across the floor to warm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. Same deal. 2 counts. Hold the first recoil. 1, hold, 2. 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 Turn. Stand up for a second. Right. So everybody did better. Everybody, when we did those double kicks, it looked so much better than we just tried to do this. You couldn't hold your feet up. So it doesn't take a lot. You just gotta get yourself into groove, and we can do it. Roundhouse kicks, same idea. Oh, so warm up your legs a little bit, however you need to stretch up for roundhouse kicks. Here we go. Hey, left leg forward, fighting position. Washi-gari. Front leg, back leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn away. Same deal, try to hold the recoil on the first one. Try to make pressure through your body to your back leg. 1, pressure down, 2. 1, pressure down, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Turn. So, people with more background, Taekwondo-ish, American Open stylish, the roundhouse kick's one of the hardest things to change because it's just different. But you're making great progress on the front kicks, and your roundhouse kicks are also coming. So, just kind of keep working at those ideas. The rhythm should definitely be light-heavy, not heavy. It's not the same. And then your body has to generate all the shock, which is hard for everybody at first, but it's much harder if you learn something different first. And that goes for you people at home. Every single person at home trained in something else first. So, all right, now we have to do these side thrusts where you cross behind. This should be one of your favorite things, but everybody else is weird. Pivot your lead foot, cross behind, and kick with your lead foot in a thrust. Make sure you're hitting with your heel. Take your time. Moving across the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go arms up there. Turn it up. So everybody did great on that. Try to remember there's no hop. There's a real tendency to want to go and kick. Totally not the same thing. However, in this particular case, there is a legitimate time when I'm going to move this foot to here and this foot to here, but I'm going to do it at the same time. So there is kind of a hop. Oh! But that's not this kick. This is the thrust. The other one's a little bit more of a jam or a shot. And truth be told, you can do quite a few kicks that way. The front kick works that way. The side kick works that way. But it's not our basic concept. It's a different thing. The reason we are against hopping is it tends to be a time of no control, when you can't move, switch directions, block. So if he hops, and I know that, I just have to launch every time he starts, drill or sweep his foot or something, because I can feel it coming. And most people, especially the hoppy people to begin with, aren't aware of the hops. They're not aware that they're even doing it. I want you all to be light on your feet, but it has a direction and a reason, not just for fun. There's a couple other reasons too, but I was taught a lot as a lower belt that up is death. And it became true if you had somebody, you put your left leg in front, you're going to do a step and go back and step. And if I get good at feeling this, and drill you before you start, you can feel like up goes up just a little bit. And you can eliminate that up and be quicker. So, combination, really. Oh no, we have to back thrust. Just a back thrust by itself for the next 2 tests, and then we start adding a reverse lunge. So, we're going to go 2 counts. You're going to have your weight forward or 50-50, I guess I don't care. But on the first count, you're going to switch all of your weight for 90% of it onto your front leg, leave your back leg there this way. Then, on 2, you're going to thrust a big long kick and then recover and continue on. So, here we go. 1, pivot, 2, thrust. 1, pivot, 2, thrust. 1, pivot, 2, thrust. 1, pivot, 2, thrust. 1, pivot. So don't have weight on this. 2. 1, 2. There you go. 1, 2. Turn. So the single biggest problem in watching people was you leaving too much weight on your back leg. You're turning, and there's still 50-50, if not more, back here. And I want it to be where all of your weight goes here, and this is just left behind a little bit, because it's about to go that way to drive. But some of you actually go 2, and then you kick. You have to do that extra little push to get going. Shouldn't be. So for muscle memory, I am starting my hip going towards the target, and it goes towards the target all the way from the beginning to the end. But if you do it your way, you're stopped here, and then you have to start. It's a different thing. You see what I mean? Shift your hip towards the target on the first time. Left leg front. 1, pivot. two, thrust. That's much better. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Turn and face this way. We're still going to go 2 counts, and this is just a different thing to think about. On all kicks, but especially thrust kicks, it's not true, all kicks, your center is going to drop through your center to the floor. So, as you turn that way, this pushes down, down, and continues down as you kick, and then you go. And some of you are very neutral here, and then it's definitely not down. So you'll get the sensation pretty soon that this is your heavy leg. This is light. It's got nothing, it's very light, it doesn't do much by comparison. So give that a try to see if you can think of the down pressure. Left leg forward. 1, down, 2, thrust. Better, that was very, very good. 1, 2, drop. Breathe to your foot. 1, 2, lower down, lower. 1, 2, hung, you're turning your hip too far. Down to the floor. 1, 2. Okay. One more. Sorry about your that doesn't matter. Turn. 1 count, but nice and slow, so you're still going to feel like that. You're just going to go 1, turn, kick, and you're going to feel that constant pressure. Yes, constant pressure down. 1, turn. It's still driving down. You want to let it settle. This shows up in a lot of other techniques. Like I say here, it just settles. Some of you are so tight that it doesn't settle. It should just drop. Back thrust kick. 1, thrust. 2, thrust. 3, 4. Way too far through. 5. Turn it up. 6. Such a symbol. 3 counts. Front snap kick with your front leg, roundhouse kick with your back leg, counter punch. You're going to hold the recoils. So you're going to go 1, expand, contract, 2, expand, contract, 3, pound. Relax, try, wrap out your arm. Get the contractions to feel the same if you can. 1, hold, 2, hold, 3, recover. 1, hold, 2, hold, 3, work. 1, 2, 3, work. 1, 2, 3, recover. 1, 2, 3. Turn. So how you're doing remarkably well. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing good. Just relax. You've only been here like twice. So 1 count, all 3 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it up. Fire. So this is a thing to work on later. It took me a long time because I had a hard time learning how to coil. My body didn't want to do it. But after I learned, your center is your base, or your sit bone, the bottom of your center is your base. And it stays calm and constant. So this is easiest to feel like with 2 front kicks. This is calm, and these are just bouncing no matter how fast I go. This is steady. Rather than up, down, it doesn't feel like that. This combination feels the same way, even though I'm doing different kicks. Down pressure, it's the same, and this is relatively calm. And I kind of, myself, marvel at how quick I can go without feeling like I'm doing anything. It's like, holy crap, that was pretty good. I mean, I don't even pay attention, and my body moves around. So some of you are still working a little too hard, and it deforms where you are. Calmer, more down. You get what I'm talking about? Yay. We're going to vote. We only have a couple minutes left. All right, we're not going to vote. We're going to work on a concept of Kumite. So I want to do a series of short videos shortly to try to talk about Ippon and Sandan Kumite. That's our basis for Kumite, and supposedly self-defense. But there's some parts I wanted to explain, and this is the first part. If I have an attacker who, say, step in front of his head for demonstration purposes, I'm going to shift out of the way. So he's still going that way, and I moved. That's a big thing. Called taisabaku, moving out of the way. In addition to that, I want to do maximum body work, maximum body power. So in this particular case, I'm going to build pressure down into the floor, down, and then drill it back out. So it comes flying back out my body and arm towards him. So this full body action is inherently different than anything like, they're not even close to the same thing. And it's hard to understand because some people are very big and very strong. So they go, BAM! And they kick somebody and they go, it's good. No, it was terrible. It wasn't a full body technique. It doesn't have any potential to increase power. Bigger, stronger people have an advantage in effectiveness. But there are many principles here we want to learn. In this one step, the first thing I want you to learn is to move out of the way, which means you have to move your legs, build pressure into the floor, and then deliver it back along the direction that you want it to go. So we're just going to practice that part, shifting and countering. And we'll see how it goes. It is harder without a partner. It just is, but that's what Kata is. It's a whole series of movements without a partner. Eventually, we'll do it with a partner and keep distance, and that is amazingly more effective than you think. So there's even a whole different drill. You come back over here. Sensei Nishiyama would back the guy up where he's not a threat. You can't hit me, right? So you're going to do a step and punch. Wait, and if you did that from here, step and punch, I've got to worry about, oh my God, I might get hit. So it screws me up. Back here, this should start to take away some of the fear. So he moves, I can feel it, I can see what he's doing. We can observe it without threat, without fear. And then let's say I'm trying to learn timing, which is primarily what he used this for. In Sen timing, I want to catch him the second he starts. So most commonly, people go 1 and they're late. That's super late. I didn't go till after he was done. Or 2, I matched. Still too late. 3, I beat him by a lot. So now you start whenever you want. Step and punch. Still beat him. I was late. I was still late. Oh my God. That was better. I want to get him when he starts. Right when he goes, okay! I want to, because he's mentally and physically not ready to get hit. That's a big part. He's vulnerable during that time. The closer I let him finish, the more contracted, the more able he is to take a shot. The other time to get him, step and punch, is right away after. 1, right? after he thinks he hit me, just as he realizes he misses, then he's vulnerable again. Hard to demonstrate without actually hitting each other so you can feel it. Like, oh, I get it. But it's, I'll do this. Sorry, now I'm babbling. Can I use you for a second? You get over here. And you're going to do a step and punch and hold. One. Strong, 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 and I'm going to move your foot. Can't move his foot. Do it again. Two. Can't move his foot. Now do 2 punches, just head, stomach, or something. Go back. Breathe. Poke, poke, poke. Do it again. 4. Poke, poke, poke. In between, he's light. He can't take the key. He doesn't have control. Can you even feel it when you were vulnerable? So if I hit him during that time, 2 punches again. If I could get him in between, I got something. So the 2 main criteria for us to score a point, whether it's in self-defense training or tournament, is am I delivering a full body technique with full mental and physical commitment at a time when he's vulnerable. So if you jab, come this way. If you jab, and I'm going to counterpunch, and you're going to just tighten your gut, if he can, that's bad timing. He can take it. So it's a weird, he thinks he's got to hit me. Oh, I got to try harder. Thinks he's got to hit me. Oh, it's not hard. Thinks he's got to hit me. Oh, no! He's still reaching when I got him. You can do it. It's freaky. So I question its usefulness in the real world. But as far as Kumite is concerned, it's fantastic. It's why we are non-contact, why we commit full body actions. And the more you dilute it, the less effective our stuff is. And then you should put on pads and just hit each other, which is what almost everybody does. And when you punch somebody with a pad on, it's the weirdest thing. You punch softer because you don't want to hurt them. It's less precise because you got this big pillow on the end of your hand. Even the small pads feel weird. Unless you really start to train like a boxer would, of laying into the target every time. But how much of that can you take? Even with pads on, not a lot. So it's a difficult thing to learn no matter what you do. And what I got to say is there are many excellent ways to learn Kumite, self-defense, sparring. But if you want to go our non-contact method, it doesn't count to just kind of do. Then you're just, that was nothing. There's no body, no commitment, no time. Well, now we might be time for another water break. Okay? All right, water break. This time 5 minutes. Because, you know. So I talked us through the end of that one. Okay. Whoopsie. So all of that I just talked about, we're going to practice. But I want to mention one more thing. John, face this way. When I first learned one-step Kumite, they used to teach us either 90 degrees to the side or 45 degrees back. So we kind of did like 1, 2. So there's lots of room, lots of bodiness, lots of safeness. And it wouldn't matter what side you go to, really. 1, 2. And then the thing that Physician Shami introduced that I really, really like, you do a step and punch, is around him there's a circle of my effectiveness. So he has a circle of effectiveness, I don't. I want to put my foot on the circle right there so that when I shift in and punch him, I'm in exactly the right spot. That's where I want to be. That distance, that angle. But it's not a straight line, it's not 45, it's stepping on the circle. Can you kind of see it? So he stepping punches, I'm going to step on the circle and then punch him. And right now my timing is very slow because we're trying that kind of winner position timing, but eventually it will be propulsion. So here we go. Face this way. Follow your imaginary partner. Stand in second position with your feet apart. Energy forward towards the target. Always, always, always. Ready, ready, ready. Your arms kind of cover you a little bit, not out here. Imagine them coming at you with anything. It doesn't matter, but they're right now they're going to punch at the head. You're going to shift off to the side on the circle and block. On. You're twisting, twisting, twisting. Put all your weight on the right foot. And then this foot comes with you. In, out. Kyu. Yep, and then go back. Keep doing this side a couple times. On. Kyu. In, out. Back. One. Pressure from your arm, through your body, to your leg. Two. In and out. More in and out with your foot. In and out. Ready? One. Two. Back. One more time. One. Two. There you go. Back. So, the in and out thing, I didn't understand at first. But it turns out, if I shift my weight over here and leave my leg here, and then I go one, I got the wrong stance, my energy's going this way when I'm punching this way, it's messed up. So the thing I can do to fix that after this block is make this foot go in and out and go back the way I want to go. I'm redirecting myself. And at the very basic level, be this way. The very basic level is bigger than reality. But it's teaching my legs how to stay together and move. So I can start to go quicker and go 1, 2, and still get my good direction instead of 1, 2, and have my direction be over there. Because I've already trained this part. So when they first demonstrated that, it always looked so awkward. 1, 2, and I was like, oh, come on. But it is an exaggeration for learning purposes. But if you want control of your feet all the time, it turns out it's a big deal. You want control of your feet. Up again. This time moving to your left, blocking with your right hand. 1, building pressure. 2, in, out. Back. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. Up for a second. John, can you hold this for a second? I'm not going to hit hard. Pull one foot first. Thanks. When I learned this again, big drawback, big hip twist, big punch. And it turns out sometimes bigger is better. They're trying to teach you big, full commitment, but sometimes it's not. So in this particular instance, if I move this far and I'm about to punch, if my hand is here, it's always late. It's behind my hip, by just a little bit. If I put my elbow here and twist my hip, it works out that my hip hits the target at just the right time. So doing these drills, wrap this in tight, and then only go forward. There's no 1, 2, 3. There's no wobble. Can you see why? You want your hand and hip to match. Match, match, match. Too late. Too late. Match, match, match. They're match. Much speed as you can, much distance as you can, but that match. Do you get it or no? You just want me to stop doing that. Here we go. We're going to do 3 to this side and then 3 to this side. Wrap your arm in, go 1, 2. No big hurry, take your time. 1, block, punch. Back. Here. to the other side. Okay. On. Back. You. Back. 3. Back. Away. 1. Back. You. Back. 3. Back. Away. 1. Back. 2. Back. Draw to your center. 3. Better. Those are really good. 1. Back. You. Back. 3. Back. So there's 2 more things I want to say, and then we're going to do that a couple more times, and we're going to move on to Kata. One is whether I do this from standing, left foot forward, down, long. If I do this from here, ba, ba, or I do this from here, ba, ba, it doesn't really matter. It's the same body dynamic. Usually, if we're here, he's moving around, shifting, I have to move around, that's harder. But it's kind of impossible if you don't know how to do the very, very basic one. So these are definitely a sequence of things to learn. I'm of the opinion, though, you can skip a few steps if you pay attention to some stuff. Your feet, you know, we used to do this drill, or this drill, boom, 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 where your center lifts your feet. So every time he attacks, my center lifts my feet, and it makes it easy to move. It's not the same as me moving my foot, and then moving my foot. It's not the same. You gotta figure out again how your center moves your feet for kicking, punching, sweeping, whatever you decide to do. So we will do more drills about that over time in the very near future, because it's a good thing to learn how to do. And the other one has to do with timing. And when they say timing, they mean my body timing and his body timing. So if he steps and punches and I block it, once I stop it, once I touch it, I'm done. There is no reason for me to go, bone-on-bone contact is almost instantaneous. They say 2/100ths of a second. If I'm striking onto here, it's not 2/100ths of a second. It's more, or 2/10ths of a second up here, or longer. Soft tissue target's different. So, for me to spend too much time going 1, 2, it starts to be really questionable because you don't want to build that habit. It's like holding the front kick too long. I want to teach you to do this, but that's not how you do it. It's just the body part. You wouldn't really hold it when you're using it against somebody. So there's a coordination between my feet and my hand where in slow motion it kind of goes up, done, boom, and in. It's interesting because it's quicker, it requires less effort. One more. But if you do that too soon, it doesn't work. It's tight and you get the wrong direction. So a sequence that's just fine is 1, 2 to get good body dynamic. The next sequence is how can I change my feet to be light and quick and still keep the body dynamic. So right now we have our pretend attacker. We're going to do 3 to the right, 3 to the left, and we're just going to try to go quicker. So you're going to try to go 1, 2 as quickly as you can, switching directions. Ready? 1, boom. Back. 2, boom. Back. 3. Back. Come this way. 1, boom. Back. 2. Back. 3. Everybody's doing awesome. This is very, very good. You know how you lost your balance once over there? That's just the way things are, because you got there before you thought you would, and so it just takes a little bit of training, and then you're fine. So now you're fine. You are a little too neutral. You gotta finish in. You're doing way, way better again. Here we go. One, go. Two, go. Three, go. Now I gotta talk about the back. Hey, rest for a second. It is not okay. So there's two reasons for this, but he does a step and punch, and I go, whoop. That's terrible. I'm not ready. He is a threat. He could punch again. His friend could punch. He could throw a kick. He could do anything I don't know. So I have to be very careful mentally. I go 1, boom, 2, ready. And don't quit. Even if Sensei starts talking, take a step away first, because you're in range. You're in range of him going. So there are places where somebody would hit you on purpose because they like it. There's places where people would hit you on purpose to show you that you are open and not paying attention. There's places where it would totally be a mistake. He's training and catching Kyo, catching, and you go, what? Go! And he would go because that's Kyo. So, for your own safety and your partner's safety, just always be ready. I have had people, so this is an odd thing. I can't remember what it was. It was something like a jab or a counter punch. They were training by slipping in, and I'm supposed to go, bah! And I was doing it over and over again. And to me, I was just training. They, for some reason, thought I was being aggressive, like personally attacking them. So, but I was training, and I went, boom, and they threw a front kick, and I went, boom. I didn't even, and then I figured out they were pissed. They were, for some reason, I just, training with a partner should not be a personal thing. If your mindset is right, it's just a training mechanism for you. Of course, you have to have consideration and respect for your partner, but it's not, oh yeah, I can do it. It's not me against him. Not in that way. When somebody starts to hit you, or you hit them, then things go a little weird in your mind. Ooh, I'm going to hit him back. I'm just saying, be under control of yourself all the time, so that it's a habit. And it is one of the things that will cross over into real life and into self-defense. Is not assuming the guy says, hey, I didn't mean anything, you say, oh, okay, thanks. And you turn around and you, oh, yeah, you know. He'd say, hey, I didn't mean anything, oh, hey, dude, I didn't mean anything either, sorry. Just take, if he's following you, that's something, right? So, mental concentration, pay attention. So, when you go, boom, boom, which I told all of you are doing good, then most of you are just resuming your position, and there's a mental and physical break. So make it go more like 1, 2, 3. And at any time, somebody could attack, and you would have had to move again, or move the other way, or do something, but you would be ready. Here we go. This way, blocking the left. And football. Football. Back to this way. Kyu and the counter punch. Very good. That Zanshin thing, that awareness thing, it turned out to be super important. It will help you. It will help you get better. It will help you feel what the people around you are doing. It will help you be aware of attacks, intentional or not. It's a weird thing. So I used to teach at this dojo a long time ago that was up on the second floor above a bar, and I had to teach a class. I think it was 8 in the morning on Saturday or something. So I go there, tired, got the keys. Well, it was a guy there. It was my friend who said, I just wanted to see how close I could get before you knew I was there. He got about 10 feet away. I knew he was there. But some of that stuff I used to be way better at because you practice it every day all the time. And now I'm getting older and softer, and maybe I don't pay as much attention as I should. You got your phone to look at all the time. You got places you got to be and go. There's a balance you have to find between able to concentrate on your work and be aware of your surroundings. Harder with friends because you trust them. Let's try being aware just in case. There is a famous story, as long as I'm telling stories, where this guy went to visit a friend who was a very famous martial artist and a general and samurai. And he went to dinner at his house. And he said, if there's a second when he is not paying attention, I'm going to attack, just to see what happens. And so he went there, and the guy greeted him at the door, invited him in, made him dinner, they talked, he put the stuff away. There was not one time where he felt like, okay, I can go now. Not one time. And that really impressed him more than many, many things. So interesting story, and just interesting mindset. Just be aware. Doesn't mean you have to be afraid. Doesn't mean you're paranoid. It just means you're paying attention all the time, all the time, all the time. And it's not a intellectual thing sometimes. It's just an awareness thing. So, anyway, Kata, now, Heian Shodan. Yep. Boy. We have room. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So even when I'm not pulling on you, glide like that. 1, 2. That's it. 1, 2. Let's get down. Yep. Yes, good job. Heian Nidan. Out. Kata. Boy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Drop your shoulders, keep your chest up. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. The other way. 1 down. 1, 2. 1. Eagle. It's weird to stick instead of an arm. Heian Sandan. Up. Down. Forward. 1, 2, 3. two. Eagle. One. Eagle. Down, 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 down. Eight. Heian Yondan. Out. That. Boy. Those hands have to block this on the way up. Yep. 1, 2. You got it. Not going to block. Wind up. Straight. Backfist. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. This one blocks. This one hits. Not behind that. Yep. 3, 4. Too much sideways. Body weight. 1, 2. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Shoulders down. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoulders relax. Use your legs. But hip. Tires. So you want to be in the right position to do the right thing, but then you want the habit to also be the right thing. So super common, you can stand everybody, put one foot slightly in front. Super common is if I'm going to push on him, people, that's because their whole life, that's what they did. And I want your habit to be this part pushes and moves them. And you have speed from whatever you're doing, but your body does the work. So it'll come, you're getting closer all the time. Just your habit, use your legs, use your center, use your legs, use your center. Heian Godan. Out. Kata. Boy. I'm the mirror. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some sense? One step, 2, 3. One step, 2. 8. 5. There everybody is. Everybody move forward like 2 giant steps. That's good. So I feel like we've done this a lot, and yet you can always improve on it. So start with the feet apart. Got good pressure in your center. You're going to bounce this arm your center and then out. So it just bounces out. Let it turn. No power. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Do the other way. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Use your drawing arm. You're going to pull, and when this gets here and squeezes. So it goes 1, other side, 2, other side, 3, other side, 4, other side, 5, other side, 6. Yep. Okay, now, we're going to do 3 in a row. We're going to go 1, pull down to the floor, 2, 3. So your foot's going to move, but this still goes down. Here we go. Do your left arm first. 1, 2, 3. And let's pull up. Oh, yeah. Just stand up. Now go this way. 1, 2, 3. Stand back up. 1, 2, 3. Stand back up. 1, 2, 3. Drop your hip. Long stomach. Wrap your arm. Shoulders out. Focus on. Sink your feet. There. That's better. This side. Back up. 1, 2, 3. Shoulders down. Head up. Going arm. Down first. Up. Close. This is 2 tenths too soon. Better. Back up. 1, 2, 3. Shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. It's all up here. Pull it down. Pull your elbow down. Pull your weight down. You have to relax this part first. Then squeeze. Better. Oh, up. Better. Can you kind of tell what to do? No? Back up. 1. Down your body. Push down. Down. Back. 2. Down to your feet. Breathe. 3. Stance. Down with your shoulder. Head up. Down with the shoulder. Use your little finger. Squeeze the flat. Use your feet. And pull this in. So this all has to strengthen this. It's too weak. Oh, better. Everybody's too weak going out. You need your body to back it up or it doesn't work. It kind of spirals. Yeah, better. Head up, up. That way. 1, 2, 3. Sideways. 1 more sideways. Back up. All right, we're going to add 4. This is pulling apart. This pushes down, that's like primary, but at the same time you stretch across your back. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And your body unwinds to do the punch. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, pull, 4. And up this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And up. Put your feet apart if you want. Going this way. Just set up this. We're going to start with 4 from your center. Tall spine. Straighter arms. 1. Use your legs. Use your center. Squeeze here. 2, 3, and you stay in a back stance, make a fist. This is going to pivot forward, this is pushing back a little bit. 4, stay in a back stance, stay back there. Twist it. 1, look that way, this is out in front. they say running water. Drip will drip down your arm. Look that way. 1, 2, 3. Roll. Upper hip. Strong stomach. There you go. 4. Shoulder down. Otherwise, that was a much better punch on that side. See how it goes to your feet. Back up. 1 time. Block. And then second count punch. So no, you don't get the 2 first ones. You're just going to go 1, 2, 3. Here we go. To your left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Feet apart. Go again. 1. Pull your elbows. Pull, 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 pull. 2. Back stand still. 3. That way, a little bit bigger. 1, 2, 3. All right, feet apart. Okay, go this way. 1, 2. Now for this move, somebody's pretend somebody's punching straight at you. You're going to move out of the way, so they're over there. As they punch, this hand's going to catch them. Whoa, and pull them in when you hit them. So the coordination goes 1, 2, because you have to block that arm. Knee out. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Shoulders down. Eyes strong. Again. 1. We're going more. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Higher. So this is just more of a visual. Can you be over here for a second? 1, 2. Somebody's stepping and punching at me, and I'm going, oh my God. That's this hand. Whoa! This one comes around and hooks them. Whoa! Now, in reality, I would change the angles, but it's possible. Let's say he just throws a punch at me, and they go 1, 2. Here's his arm. 3. That kind of a thing. Or an arm bar like you wanted to do. 3. Nothing wrong with that. But it's the same position and the same body movement. And then I spend a lot of time teaching because this one's so obvious. 1, 2. And punching to the body without shifting your stance, that doesn't seem to be very effective. It's possible. But if this was meant to be a body shot, you probably shift into it with your elbow or something. But staying back here and hitting, it's got a limited impact, no matter what you do. Bone on bone, now you're talking. So you can do stuff. Here's my move. 1, 2, 3. He grabs me. I'm hanging on to here so he can't punch me with his right arm. This is my inside block coming across both sides. There's his head. Whoa! At my full punching distance. Right? Then I do go move. Then I do this. And I bring him with me. Right? Neck. He's got a neck problem, my friend. Okay? So, 1, 2, grab, pull, and he goes there where I was. Here we go. Sorry about that. Here we go. To your left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Couple more times. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Look that way. 1, 2. Too big a stance. Be shorter. 3. Feet together, toes together. Last one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Moving moving forward from here. Think about somebody punching at you, you're going to block and then strike. So I was here, and I wanted to. One, block, strike. Cover your head, way up here. Two, down low. Next block. Then pull back with your legs and out with your hands. Three, then wrap this way. Four, then use your leg and go 5, 6. 5, 6. Yep, back 2 here. 1, back stance. 2, front stance. Then pull back a little bit and go back up. 3, 4, use your leg. 5, 6. 5, 6. One more time. Back. The first punch at the end? Yes. So, there's a few theories about why that is, but let's pretend that I've got his arm. His head's right there. I could just hit him, but me moving forward as I hit him is stronger. So I'm going to go forward, forward. Hook punch. One, 2, block, 3, 4, increase pressure, pull, 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 5, 6, start over at the very beginning, and go this way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're going to continue from here. This arm comes up, this knee comes up, and then you do a downward block. 1, 2, crescent kick, elbow strike. 3, 4, 5. Start here. Leg comes up, knee comes up. Up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. From here. Leg comes up, knee comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, let's do that a couple times. Just cross your legs and be right here. The idea here is this is springy, and this is making the pulse. Spring, spring, spring shot. Yep. So there's really, you don't get the 2 wind-up ones, but that's the idea. But you go 1, 2, 3, legs, 4. And your foot has to be from here to here. Left one. You stand on your own. Yep. And then look to your left as you do that. And then you go like this. Land on your right. 3. Block with your left. Stab with your right. 1. Then go back to a back stance. 2, 3. Pivot on your left heel, right ball of foot, and downward block with your right hand this way. 1. This one's ready. 2, 3. Up higher with your left hand. Back stance. Hey. Perfect. Here we go. Couple times through the kata, like 2, and then we're done. Questions? Here we go. Out. And Godan. Boy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, Stand up for stance, but feel like you're building pressure down. Then your hand's going to explode. 8 bar. There you go. 1, big stoppy thing. 2. 1, 2. 1, cross. 2, 3, 4. 1, step. 2, 3. 1 step. 2. Back to the fire. Hey. Last time through. Out. Up. Boy. 1, 2. Better back stance, John Noel. 3. 1, 2. Turn your hip a little bit more, John Noel. 3. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6. 1. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1 step. 2. 3. 1, 2. 3. And there. I rest. So, you guys should look this way for a second. There are many things in this kata that are big and long, and yet you still have to keep your structure. So, let's just talk about the end here. When you land here, they keep saying you have to be straight up and down. But the reality is, you can let your hip go a little bit so you can get down a little bit more, but you can't bend this part forward because then you don't have any balance. So as best you can, you're straight up and down here, you're straight up and down here, you land, you're straight up and down here, and you're straight up and down here, even though now you're in a super long, deep stance. And then I used to hate this part, but I learned to love it. You are in a deep driving stance this way, and you switch completely to a deep driving stance this way, and then you have to pull to a back stance here. It's huge. Then you do it again. You stand up, you spin, drive, pull. Your legs have to do that to move you. So, I guess from here, your heel drives your body. Then this leg pushes it backwards. Then you stand up. It's a big thing. Drive, push. Then your arms relate to your legs. So, this is one of the most dynamic kata, I think, or especially the old kata. Teaches you a lot. Some people love it. You're actually very well suited to it. You do a very good job on it. So, it's definitely a basic training for Masaidai, Kongudai, that kind of stuff. Anyway, thank you all for training. Class dismissed. Thank you guys. See you Wednesday from my house.